Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Well, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. What's up, everybody? Welcome to it. How y'all doing? Yes. Here we go. It's Tuesday, bitches.
How you feeling today?
Doing all right. Hanging in there. Not bad. Feeling good.
You look good.
Thank you. I feel great. I know Virginia's a little tired. Rocco kept her up last night.
Ugh, he kept me up. He kept up Panda even worse than me. It was bad. Panda actually didn't go to work this morning because he stayed home with him. And then when I come home, Panda's going to go to work late, and I'm going to take him back to the pediatrician and see what's going on because he's been on this medicine, and now he's got like an ear infection brewing.
Gosh.
Honestly, growing up, I used to get ear infections a lot, and that is one of the worst kinds of pain because it just fucks your whole brain up, and your ear will start to bubble. It's terrible.
And Rocco's a baby. He doesn't know what's going on. He's just miserable and crying, and I'm like trying to stroke his back, and he would fall asleep, and then his ear would wake him up, and he would start crying, and I would just be there stroking his back, and he would fall back asleep and then start crying, and it's just awful.
What would be the worst? Having a horrible earache, horrible toothache, or a horrible migraine? Out of those three, what would you rather have? And it's the worst of all three.
I think they say a migraine is the worst because you can lose your vision from a migraine. A migraine can shut you down.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Migraine you're going with.
I've never had a migraine. I've never had a toothache.
Really?
What was the other one?
I can't remember. It's a stupid topic.
Earache.
Earache. Yeah. I mean, I've had earaches.
They're awful.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
It's all not good. That's tough.
I think a lot of kids are sick right now. I'm watching on a lot of social media, and a lot of people are saying that their kid is sick because when the kids go back to school, they pick up all these germs, especially if your kid, like Rocco, has never been to school before, never been exposed to all the kid funk. These kids are disgusting.
Kid funk. Yeah. It's tough. Not easy being a parent. Always a new challenge, Virginia.
I know.
Always a new challenge.
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I'm too old for this shit.
You got a sick kid. I got a kid that's looking at boobs on YouTube.
Do we know?
No, we don't know.
No, we don't know. I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble.
Yeah.
It's super funny. But he's normal. Here's the deal.
Sure. Yeah. He wouldn't be in trouble. It'd just
all
be like,
kids do it.
Yeah, when did you first start looking at some tit?
Well, I think it was I do remember the Sears catalog. You'd have the bra photos in there, and that was like where you first started being I don't know why I'm so intrigued with this, but yeah, you found out you were. And then, I do remember my parents had the National Geographic, and at some point, at some age, you were intrigued by staring at the boobs that were in that.
Yeah, man. I mean, people don't realize it. If you're a young gun in the game, back in the day, you had to be real creative with what you masturbated to. Kevin's right. Sears catalogs. There was one catalog that was the best. I forget what it was, but they had a whole lingerie section, and they had 5 really hot models that would wear all these different kind of nighties and lingeries. And every time I would see that thing, I'd be, I gotta grab that shit. Nobody else would look at it, so it was a score for me as a 12-year-old.
Yeah, you were looking, but it's not like you were doing anything else. You would just look, and when I wasn't tugging my putt or anything like that.
I started tossing off at 11.
Okay.
Yeah, going on 12 is when I first started. I think that's about average, man.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just starts feeling good, Virginia.
And you don't know why, and then you think it's broken because it ends.
Well, Rocco plays with it now. I mean, he's impressed by it now.
Yeah, Cannon has, yeah.
And he wants to tell you about it. He loves to tell you about his penis. He's very proud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Starts young. I mean, it's a fun thing to have. It's a great accoutrement. And most guys really love it.
But did you know about masturbating before you got into it, or did you just start to do it and then you figured out what it was?
No, I was watching a Dr. Ruth special was on. TV. I was watching at night, and she's like, "You grab the penis," and I'm like, going, "Yeah." And, yeah.
Next.
Wow.
Dr. Ruth.
She walked you through it.
Basically did. How to? I was like, "Oh my goodness."
That's amazing.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know.
So that's why I feel like I've always jerked off right, because Dr. Ruth taught me.
So you knew how it was going to end?
Trained by the best.
Yeah, I had an 80-year-old woman walking me through it.
You knew how it was going to end and all that because of the special.
Oh, I did. It was just like going, and then you're like, oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Fascinating.
Did you know?
I did not know. And I think I was much older.
Okay.
I was not 11. I was not young.
Late bloomer.
Yeah, I was probably like maybe 15 or 16, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, girls might get into that later than guys. I think ours is
And
just, it's
think-
so easy.
I think
I
it
didn't
depends.
have like the desire to like, oh, I must figure this out. Like I think guys have.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's going
Like
to
your
be different.
pud calls you.
I think it's going to be
It
different
does.
for anybody.
it does. It says your name. You could be sleeping. Kevin, what? Where's that coming from?
It's my penis.
It's your penis.
Look down.
Grab me. Yes. It almost walks you through it.
I
It
kind
will
of
tell you what to do.
want to watch Dr. Ruth now.
That's an amazing special.
You should go home and watch Dr. Ruth and think about Kevin. 'Cause that's not weird.
It'd be a weird ride, Virginia.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird stuff that we had in our KVJ YouTube search history. How to make weed grilled cheese.
Denny's?
I think we know.
How to make weed grilled cheese.
Alien dry humping. Yeah.
That one's you, Bird.
That one's me. I'm not hiding.
Sexy ventriloquists.
That one's me.
Magic the Gathering tournament.
That's Denny's.
College football highlights.
Kevin.
Yeah. Cows farting and crying.
That's me.
They do it at the same time.
There's nothing on the net.
How to stop the voices in your head.
That's definitely Jay Bird.
That one is me.
Hot girls playing board games.
I don't know who that is.
Denny's likes board games.
I love board games too. That might be me. Could be Denny's.
Okay.
Yeah. We do. We love board games. Both. I do. Denny's does, and so does his wife Jen. They're a lot of fun.
Top 5.
Board games.
Yeah.
I love Monopoly, and I like Street Monopoly.
Monopoly is so boring.
It's really not though.
Do you ever play Life?
See, I'm not a big Life guy. I don't like Life.
I love Life.
I love Risk. I think Risk is so fun. You would not like Risk, I don't think.
I don't think so either.
It's pretty fun. I love me some Candyland. I like Sorry. And I like that the win, lose, or draw game. The one you draw the. Oh, it's ripped my headphones
You
out.
just punched yourself in the face. What'd you do?
Ripped my fucking headphones out of my fucking ear. Oh, that really hurt. Sorry.
Yeah, those earbuds in there really sound.
These are like I broke them.
It was
They
like
have to glue them in to make them stay.
It's like a wine
so when
cork.
they come out, it really hurts.
It really does.
I heard that
just
thing
look-
pop out.
I don't. Fuck it. I don't know what I'm saying.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Are those chick pants? Because those are hot.
No, they shouldn't be chick pants.
They look like chick pants.
Buying a lot of androgynous clothing over there.
Why do I keep buying fucking chick clothes?
I've never known a guy that's not a cross-dresser buy as many women's clothes as you have. We're talking about how you're in Portland. You bought a chick sweater.
those are not chick pants. Kevin, are they?
Look at Kevin's face.
No.
Oh, careful! Jeez.
What is happening?
You are not having a good the last 2 minutes.
Neither is the audience.
You all right?
I have to find. You guys talk. I have to find my headphone. I can't put them in.
All right.
I need it.
No, he's lost his headphones.
I got to check in with Magnolia because she sent me a message. She showed up for school and tripped going into school, skinned her knee, and the school apparently has been without power all morning. They've
What's
got
going on?
no power, so that means no AC, no lights. Like, don't they have to send the kids home if there's no AC? It's got to be like a sauna in there.
Yeah, it probably is. That's right, because it is crazy hot.
That's ridiculous. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, I think we're like at the peak of our tropical season.
The only thing that's good is there's a little cloud cover today.
Yeah, it's still been warm though. It was a crazy warm. When I first started to get up to Ohio, they had been like 90.
Ugh.
In fact, they had even last Wednesday, they didn't have school because it was so hot.
So much for being a snowbird. Like, does everybody just have it hot now?
I don't ever remember getting out of school because it was so hot when I was a kid. I think it's
Yeah.
getting crazy. It's getting worse. And it's just very odd. You know, Dolphins had that massive lightning delays that happened all day on Sunday. And they've had, I know, first week of college football, I think there were 5 games delayed by weather.
Wow.
Never ever see that.
The FAU game, because Panda was down there, they had like a 4-hour rain delay.
Yeah, there's one of them.
And he just has to stand there and wait.
Yeah, I think it's just honestly, and I even tweeted something out about it. And people like, it's just the climate.
And they don't pay him extra either.
That global warming. That's what's going on. So you're going to see, more of that kind of crap going on, weird stuff. Yeah, but it's crazy because, a lot of places up north anymore, they're actually more hot than Florida. So it's the worst of the worst. I mean, you'll have freezing cold winters, and then you go to these hot-ass summers, and it's just, you go from bad to bad.
Ugh.
It's hard to find the good, yeah. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I remember that when I was in Kansas City. That's why I'm like going, they had 2 weeks of decent weather. It was like mid-70s and sunny. It went from way hot to way freezing cold. I'm like, this place sucks. I got to get out of here.
Except for the barbecue, it sucks.
People were great, yeah. But, the climate is horrendous. But a lot of places are turned into that way. So we're at the peak of tropical season now, and you got that Cat 4 out there. See what happens with Florence.
There's 2 more behind it, but I
Yeah.
don't think either one of
No.
those are going to be anything to worry about.
Well, I think it's what you do. I mean, you never wish a hurricane on anybody, but I mean, your first check is like, okay, is that coming our way or not? I mean, that's my first look selfishly.
Right.
And then, you just wish the best for everybody. I know we got people in the Carolinas listening to us, so best to them. But, it's the first time, 150 years they've had
Yeah.
Cat 4 if it
Just
stays this strength.
Get out of town. If a Cat 4 is coming towards your town, I mean, you're in the Carolinas, just drive west. Go. Jump in your car and just go west. That's what I would do.
Go west.
No, you always run.
I do.
You're a
And
runner.
Florida is hard to run in, as I discovered during Irma, because everybody runs on the same road.
Well, they're crazy. I mean, those hurricanes, they move around so much. Like I said, I got hit by the same tropical storm that hit us the last Sunday when I was in
It's
Columbus.
weird.
Yeah, it's like the weather was atrocious while I was there. And it was all because of the remnants of that storm.
Last night was kind of a sexy storm. You know what I mean? It was.
There's a lot of thunder when I was going to bed. Around
Yeah.
7 p.m. A lot of
It
thunder
was
and lightning.
just lightning and it was just a sexy ass sky. It had good colors in it. I don't
Okay.
know.
All right.
Sometimes rain and a thunderstorm, I think it can create like a sexy mood.
Okay.
It does look beautiful, and you
Yeah.
look up and you're like, "That's just romantic," and then
Yeah.
you remember you don't have anybody to share it with, and you're lonely.
Maybe you don't need anybody. Jaber just laying out in his chick pants, whacking his pud.
Chick pants. I swear these are not chick pants.
Dude.
Dude, no, you don't fucking get this narrative. I did not have chick pants on. These are legit peaceful hippie yoga
What a
pants.
lovely night that would be.
But yeah, jerking off with a thunderstorm kind of does sound cozy, Kev.
Chick fans.
Yeah. Why not? Let's see here. I got an email here from, call them Carlos and Jackie. Did not want to come on the radio for their KVJ court. But they say my husband and I were debating whether or not we should butt into our daughter's marriage. Our daughter and son-in-law live with us. We do not charge them rent. Daughter has a full-time job, and they never are late with the rent.
Wait, we
The
don't
daughter
charge
has
them.
full-time- And they are never late with rent. What?
We don't charge them
do,
rent.
Oh,
but
we do charge them rent.
We
Sorry.
do.
We do charge them
Okay.
rent. Our daughter has a full-time job, and they're never late with rent. The family dynamic between the four of us is great. That is not the issue. The issue is our son-in-law refuses to get a real job.
Uh-oh.
He works sporadically for his uncle, and that is few and far between. He's 28 years old. He doesn't want to stop smoking weed long enough to pass a drug test and spends all their money on weed, BMX bike parts, or his truck.
Ugh.
Sounds like he's still 14.
It does.
BMX.
Seriously, this kid needs to grow up.
He's always complaining they never have any money, but he always seems to have money for weed. They have always paid their obligations to us on time, so we never said anything to them. It's none of our business how they live. However, we overheard an argument they had last week that disturbed us. Our daughter needs a CAT scan to rule out a potentially serious issue she is having. Their copay is $300. She's trying to save money for this test she needs, but he is refusing to pay that much for a copay.
What?
But it is okay to drop $150 at a weed convention. This is where we draw the line with him.
Yeah.
He's putting a price on his wife's, our daughter's well-being. We do not want to ruin the family dynamic we have at home. We all hang out together, go to dinner, game nights, etc. We tried talking to our daughter privately, and she started to cry because she doesn't want anyone's feathers ruffled over this. We understand this is her marriage, her life to live, her path in life. Are we in the wrong if we tell our son-in-law that enough is enough, get a job, or do we butt out and let them figure this out together as a couple? They've been together for 3 years now. The relationship otherwise is great. Any advice or thoughts y'all listeners would have would be great. Carlos and Jackie.
Denny's just texted me, wants to know where the weed convention's at.
Yes. That is a great question.
This one's tricky because he needs to man up. But I don't know if having a confrontation in the house is the right way to do it. Some people will just never man up. And my sister was married to a boy. Even though he was older, I will always call him a boy because he never wanted to have a steady job. It was always somebody else's fault that he wasn't employed. But yeah, he had plenty of beer money.
Yeah.
He could go and run the streets and have some fun and go out partying, but it's a personality.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the deal. You're not going to change his inner being. This is who he is. He's lazy and he's not contributing. You can't change that. You can't make him a hard worker. You can't make him a productive guy who cares. You just can't.
Mm-hmm.
So now what? If I was you, I would just pay the money and get the MRI and do it for my kid because he's not gonna and she can't.
Probably be easier, yeah. I mean, you're not going to get any more out of him.
You're not. Think about it. You can't change a zebra's stripes.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is who he is. Mm-hmm. And now if you start yelling at him, you're going to create all this friction in the house. And you're already helping them a lot by letting them live there, I'm sure, for a reduced rent that they couldn't find anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
I would just pay it and try to take care of business that way.
Yeah, considering it is something that, she needs, yeah, it's probably the best thing. Because you're right, it is tough, and I think it would be a challenge. And I get it. Look, I got kids now, and if, this were my daughter, and she's going through this, and she needs a CAT scan, and she's got, a husband like this, it would be hard to not say something.
It'd be hard. It'd be really hard.
I think it's probably the right move because you're right. When the parents get involved, it makes it difficult on them, and you're not going to change him. You're just going to create more grief for her.
And you're going to make her choose between you and him, and you don't know which way she's going to go. She's probably going to pick him. And then now you have drama. He's going to be in her ear saying, they're trying to break up our marriage, and you don't want that.
There's nothing you do to get the money out of him. So you're
No.
right. Just lend her the money and say this is a medical emergency and something you need and we believe in. So we're going to step in and gift you the money.
Hopefully one day she wakes up like my sister did. My sister woke up one day and finally said, enough is enough. Mm-hmm. I can't be in this anymore because I'm tired of being the breadwinner. I'm tired of being taken advantage of. And then it turned to verbally abusive because eventually these guys began to think that they should control all the purse strings, and they start to get a little bit too crazy.
Even when they don't make any money?
It happened to my sister. It was crazy.
I mean, you got nothing in your purse, bitch.
My sister had to start paying for his partying, and that's when she was finally like, you know
No.
what? I'm too old for this. What am I doing?
Yeah.
It worked when I was 16, but now I'm going into my 30s.
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing?
I would have never treated your sister that way.
Yeah, I wish you would have moved in years and years ago. Now she's with a good man. I like what she's got going on now, but she wasted many years of her life supporting a deadbeat. But you can't tell.
What's that cat doing now, by the way? Does he have anything going on, or is it still the same old, same old?
Who knows?
Okay.
He had all kinds of medical issues, and
Of course he did.
Couldn't keep a job. I'm sure he's still struggling.
Okay. Got an email from Joe. Said, listen to you guys, feels like forever. Never written the show, but I think now's the time. I need Virginia's opinion. I heard a show you guys did about using GoFundMe pages for the wrong reasons. Let me know. I've been divorced 3 years now, and until recently, my ex has been keeping my son from me. I called the police to intervene and show the documents showing our time-shared schedule per court. The police can only document it, and there's nothing they can do. I've been paying more child support than I'm supposed to, helping out where I can. She said that's not enough. I need a biased, man-hating opinion from the infamous Vicious V. No son should be without his father. Please help. I started a GoFundMe page to try and get the funds to take her to court. I've been working extra hours at work and selling my stuff to collect extra money to fund this. So he's got a GoFundMe. Is that a viable GoFundMe page?
I think so. I mean, I think no parent should ever be separated from their child unless they're unfit to parent.
So I don't understand. So the court document shows the timeshare, but you still won't let the son go. How does that happen? I thought that, so if a court rules in a child sharing agreement, they can just be going, no, don't care about the court. And the cops show up and say, nothing we can do. Sorry. That's how that works?
I guess. And then maybe they're documented and you have to take her to court. But taking her to court.
But don't the cops, they enforce the rulings of the court. The court's already ruled for the joint custody.
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
That doesn't make any sense to me. That's why I don't really get this.
I think the judge has to be the one to maybe get involved. Maybe the cops can't do it. That's messed up, though.
But the judge isn't going to come over and physically say, okay, we need to go take this
well,
kid.
Maybe the judge can hold her in contempt of the order.
But then the police have to go and enforce it.
With the proof.
And if the police showed up, she can't be like going, there's nothing you can do. I don't know.
That's weird.
If anybody knows, somebody said they cannot forcefully remove the kid. So even if you have a court ruling, hey, it's joint custody, you'd be going, no, it's not.
Well, here, think about it from the perspective of the kid. That is awful to have the police remove the kid from the house and bring the kid to the dad's house, and now the kids are crying.
That's going to stay with you.
Kids haven't been with dad. They've been with this evil mom. I think it's smarter to do it through the court and hold her in contempt and punish her and do it a smarter way than having the police come to the house and drag the kids out of the house in the night.
But if she's never going to do it, then how's it ever going to happen?
I think the judge can throw her in jail if she doesn't.
So then the cops come and arrest her and leave the kid at the house?
But you got to go back to court and do all that. It's got to be done through the court.
But it sounds like it already was done through the court.
She's not respecting it.
Yeah, that's why I don't fully understand that, because I'm like, that's the case. If you ever get ruled for joint custody, be like, nah, I don't think so. Nah, kid's going to stay here.
Well, they're going to take you back to court.
But then who's going to enforce it? Okay, so you got 2 court rulings. Nope, still not going to abide by it.
No, if you've got documentation that says that you tried to pick up your kids and she wouldn't let you, and it's police documentation, they will hold her in contempt of the order and probably throw her in jail.
Yeah, of course.
They should throw her in jail. That's not fair. He's paying child support. I'm sure the judge wouldn't have awarded him time sharing if he wasn't a fit parent.
Yeah, he said the documents showing our time sharing schedule per the court, the police can only document it. I just don't understand how that doesn't make any sense to me.
You got to get the money however you can get it and take her back to court. And bring that documentation from the police. Keep trying every week to have your court-ordered visitation. Keep calling the police. Keep getting that documentation. So finally, when you do get enough money, you can give all that to your new attorney and say, hey, let's go get her on this. But she's going to drag it out.
Okay. I did not know. That's pretty crazy. They said, Kim said, yeah, it's a civil matter. The cops can't do anything, only take those records to the court. So then there's no one at all to ever enforce that. So if you don't want to give up your kid, even if the court tells you joint custody, then just be like, nope.
Okay, you have to have a order to enforce prior order. That means the cops can enforce it.
So he just needs one more order then.
Right.
Okay.
But that's going to probably cost him a $5,000 retainer, which, I mean, that's hard to come up with. $5,000 to hand to an attorney to take care of this. Who's got an extra $5,000?
Yeah.
He's already paying the child support more than he's supposed to. My sister texts that, so she's listening.
Oh, fuck. Really? She listens to the podcast? Okay, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Shit.
No, she loves you.
That's great. Thank you.
Amanda from Port St. Lucie said, I stopped at a gas station today and I caught myself stretching my ankles on the little curb in front of the pump. I started
Look at
to laugh because
this.
of Denny's talking about ankle health. So thank you, Denny's. Now the mundane task of pumping gas will now be entertaining for me.
Ankle health, very important.
Yeah, Denny's is a big proponent. He's,
Yeah.
That was what was on his mind. I wish we could add Denny's to the segment, What's on My Mind. We just can't because he's got so much shit to do in the 6 o'clock hour. That cat, every day, he blows my mind with something.
Oh, I know.
Well, I mean, we're not above adding a segment.
I hear you.
Denny's, can you have a mind at 9 a.m.?
Oh, he does.
Oh, he just moved the whole thing. If he's got more time then, you just let me know. Let me see here. Xavier said, hey, guys, going into surgery this morning to fix my broken collarbone. I'm already listening to you. Last night I woke up at about 2 a.m. and couldn't go back to sleep, so I put on your podcast and helped me relax enough to fall asleep again. You guys all rock. So there you go. If you're having a hard time sleeping, put us on. We'll put you right out.
Oh yeah, no. There's nothing more relaxing than trying to go under to Virginia's voice. It's so peaceful.
Apparently how it works.
The only thing more peaceful is Jay Bird's mental problems.
The
Yes.
sweet sounds of
And somebody texted in, brought up a good point. There's a story going on right now where a guy put fake grass in his front yard. City of West Palm Beach won't allow it, and even cited in the story, Mayor Jerry Moyo, who's the mayor of West Palm Beach, is like, sorry, there's nothing I can do for you. And yeah, somebody said there is fake grass along Sappadilla. When I go to City Place, I park on Iris next to the Kravis Center. The only street with free parking after 7 p.m. I walk along Sappadilla to Hibiscus, and there's definitely artificial turf in front of the condos there. And there is, because that's my little secret parking spot, too. A lot of times when we go to City Place, we park there. And, yeah, they've got those condos, and they got that fake grass right out there right by the sidewalk.
The artificial turf, as long as it's done well, is amazing.
Yeah. So I don't know what that whole thing is about. There's a West Palm ordinance about it.
We need some answers.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't either, because as a person who's allergic to grass, I want more fake grass, less real grass.
Yeah, I get. There's a lot of allergic shit that I always end up getting if I lay in the grass, and I think
Bugs,
I really
dirt.
I honestly think Chewy got bit by something by in the grass, and that's why he got so sick. I really do.
It's probably true.
Let me see. Louise said, my girlfriend's birthday is coming up on the weekend of September 14th, and she told me she'd like to see a live show. She likes plays, orchestras, Christian music, and other things. I've been searching for days and can't seem to find anything on that particular day.
What's the day?
September 14th, which is Friday, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You got the big things right now. You got Dierks Bentley, Brothers Osborne, and Lanco. That's country music, going to be at Coral Sky Amphitheater. Nick Cannon is going to be at American Airlines Arena for his Wild and Out, but I don't know that what that is. There's a couple artists on there that I do not know in particular. So there you go. That's all I know right now. It's going down. It seems like it's kind of a quiet weekend.
Yeah, are there any productions going on at the Kravis? Because they always have stuff. Look up kravis.org.
You look it up. What the fuck are you?
Not you. I'm just putting that out there for her.
All of a sudden, I'm your secretary.
No, you just stay over there and look up alien hookups.
I actually, if you don't mind, may I put a little APB out there, Kev? I would
right
like
ahead.
to say I am looking for a movie theater for our KVJ horror movie. If anyone has any in with the movie theater, I put it on Facebook, and everyone's like, well, "Why don't you try this or try that?" I actually need someone who runs it. I need
Somebody who knows somebody.
Yeah, somebody who legit knows the manager or the operator or the owner of something. Please let me know about that, because Kev, Virginia's already done her first scene, and holy shit, man, was it good.
Really? She knocked out of the box,
Well,
huh?
she was drinking tequila. That's where Mama lives.
I do my best acting when I am shitty.
She was in a sweet spot. I mean, you really missed a lot on Friday.
Pretty good stuff.
It was.
We still have some tequila, Kev. Just saying. If you get an itch, I can scratch it.
Oof,
I
not
would-
tequila, no way.
I would not want to do tequila, but
No,
if-
you haven't
Yeah.
had the George Clooney flavored.
It might stay that way.
You gotta just try it once and compare it to all the tequilas you've ever known before. And then
I've had like 2.
there was a whole fight on our Facebook about tequila, and a lot of people, after we had it on Friday, went out and got the Casamigos and tried
Yeah.
it. And people are like, yeah, if you drink Patron and then you go to drink Casamigos, it's an unbelievable difference. And
Really?
I
Okay.
absolutely agree with that. The Patron, I'll never drink that shit again. It is too harsh. It tastes like jet fuel, and the Casamigos went down nice.
I'm just saying, I have a very busy day today. I will drop everything if one Kevin Ralston just gets into a little tequila, and we just do it like the old times.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
That's
It's Tuesday.
well, then I'll keep my busy day then. Fuck.
Yes, keep a busy day.
I was looking to get out of it.
Yeah.
I was looking to drop some meetings.
I was looking to drop a few meetings.
No. In fact, I'll let you get right to that right now.
Oh, it's
Aw, sending you right to your meetings. I'll switch with you. I'll go to your meetings if you bring Rocco to the pediatrician.
fuck yeah.
Really?
Hell yeah. They got toys there. They
Loves
got
it.
candy. They give the kids some shit to eat when they're leaving. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Somebody texted in, Paul Young and Midge are going to be at the Culture Room. Also, TKA is going to be at Honey in Delray. Remember the old freestyle artist TKA?
Okay.
There you go. So it's a couple things to check out. All right. Y'all have a good day. If you want to grab some good grub, you got to go check out Bud's Chicken and Seafood. 2 pieces of chicken and fries for $3.49 or 3 pieces of chicken and fries for $3.99. The special deal for a limited time going on right now at Bud's Chicken and Seafood. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.